Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever this message may find you. It's your girl, Jeez Louise, aka Chef Jewel. I need you guys to hit the like button or share. You don't have to share. Share with people that you think it would resonate with. But please, I really, really need you to help me to make my messages more accessible to other people in the world. So the only way to do that is to like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. But anyway, real quick, if you cannot come from a place of peace, light, and love, if you cannot express your gifts in a loving way, if you cannot express yourself, if you cannot be your authentic self, like that loving, exciting, the person that you really are deep down, if you're not able to do that around certain types of people, you might want to rethink who you're around. And it's not like, and I'm not saying it like to throw shots at people. This is literally for you. If you can't express yourself in a loving manner, in a setting, a group of people, that means you need to maneuver. You got to be on guard. You know what I mean? Like, why should you put yourself in positions, right? If you don't have to. Why should you put yourself in positions where you have to guard yourself, and then you're not giving off the energy that's needed for you to live that beautiful life that you want to live, right? You want to live a fulfilling, blissful, happy, and again, everything is not peaches and cream all the time, but your perception of things can be peaches and cream. Your way of viewing it can be great. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's fucked up, even if everything around you is fucked up, you can, as long as you're around good people, if you notice, it don't matter what's going on. You could feel good anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, it gets better when you see that person or that face, or you around people that just make your heart smile, that when you see them, your whole face light up. Your insides is just on fire. I feel like that when I see my little sugar plum girl, like my little niece, or like when I see Callie, my new niece, like even my children, like, I feel like, like my loved ones, my people that I love, I get butterfly happy when I see these people, right? And that helps me to keep my energy high. That helps me to be in a good space so I can give off the energy that I want to get back. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's a really good point. Like, just pay attention to how you're feeling around certain people, places, and things. Because if you feel like suppressed, or like you can't really just fly and be yourself. Like, I remember, she's like a friend that we used to have a friend group, and we would be all, we would all go out. And I remember the next day she texted us and apologized for her being loose and lit and lively and happy, and like, she was just expressing herself, dancing and having a good time. And then it's like, we're so used to being so tactful and holding our light in and not being free. You ever see when you see your children and they're being free? When you take them out to the park, or you might take them on a trip, or take them to the beach, or wherever, every kid's different. So, I mean, they get comfortable in whatever settings, it just depends on the child. But if you ever just see your child just be lit and be free and just be just so happy, which a lot of us call that now cornballish. Like, oh, you're such a cornball, or, we joke around, but it's like, that's your authentic happiness. Like, you feel so good. And it don't even be nothing. It's nothing materialistic. It's nothing that really is making it happen. It's just a feeling that you feel, you know? And I feel like, and that's why I got on here to share, like, I feel like that is what can help us to stay in that energy more, is to not, you know, put ourselves in these environments that do not feel good to us. You know, of course, all of us have jobs and obligations, and some of us have people that we have to deal with that are not, they're not like the most pleasant people, place, or thing to be at, or whatever. But again, that's when perception comes in, and you figure out how to view it in a way where you can tolerate it for the time being that you have to deal with it. But for the things you have a choice in, the things that you know you can control, whether or not you're around it or not, it's a no-brainer. You know, make sure it's a good feeling. You know, make sure when you see them, you feel amazing on the inside. You know, or when you come to this place, there's like, my happy place would be like the beach, or like I like going to the mountain. I like there's a lot of, like, I love great food. I love fine dining. So like, I get happy with certain settings, like certain places that nothing is particularly happening, but it's just like, those things make me happy, right? So when you know what those things are, you know, and you do those things, I feel like it just puts you in the 90% bracket of staying in a blissful space versus being like switching it up and be 10% in bliss and 90% in bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Mad, got an attitude, road rage, fearful, tired, you know, drained. Like, these are all things, emotions that are attached to low vibrational, and you want to be more on the enlightened side. You want to be happy, you know, joyful, excited, you know. You want to be curious, you know, versus being scared of the unknown. Be curious about it, you know, like, well, what's to come, what's next, you know. Like, I just find this to be helpful with my mental space when I'm dealing with adversities, or I'm dealing with situations that weren't exactly, you know, my ideal. It didn't, because we can't control everything, you know. We already know that. You come this much with the work that I'm talking about, and God gonna meet you. You know, he comes right when he sees the efforts. And they always say, you take 2, he's gonna take 4. He sees, when he sees, just like anybody in life, in your life that has status about their values themselves, people that are around you in your lives, and they feel like they can give you a leg up. They're waiting on you to show them what part of you, you know, how much of you wants this, for them to even put their magic or their spin on it, to give you, to help you, to hold your hand and give you that leg up. Because nobody wants to really help, even God, your God self, the connection, you know, that I always talk about. The God-like side of you doesn't want to connect with you if you bullshitting around, you know. And so it's kind of like one of those things where you want to make sure you're in alignment. And by doing what I was just saying, have been little things that I've used to help me to stay in the connected form. So when I'm making moves or I'm doing certain things, that, you know, I can be met halfway to get, you know, the plan to come together. Alright. Y'all already know. I wish you peace, health, wealth, and the time to enjoy all of them. And I love y'all. And again, I never say this on my videos because I really didn't care before. I was just trying to get my videos out. But really, it's the YouTube thing. It's the algorithm thing. If you have to like, share, and subscribe to get the video. Like, for every like, it's gonna kind of float it onto someone's feed that's already subscribed, and even onto those that haven't subscribed. So please, support the channel. It's free. It's an energetic way to donate to the channel and to give me the motivation to keep putting them out, even though I'm gonna put them out anyway. But it really does feel really good to know you got one more subscriber than you had yesterday. You got one more person that's interested in being and hearing what I have to say, or what God has to say through me, because that's really what it is. Honestly, they're downloads that come to me and help me to better understand life. And I just feel like I feel compelled to share, and I actually enjoy doing it because we all need help. Like, your mental wellness is a daily practice, and don't let nobody tell you this shit is a fucking pill that you can take, man. That shit is the biggest lie you ever been fucking told, okay? You could take a pill, you might feel a little bit better, but I'm gonna just say this, it's temporary. It's very temporary, and not only is it temporary, but it's like, it's not gonna ever fix the root of the problem. The work has to be done daily. The owning up, the facing shit, the doing the work. And this shit don't be easy. This ain't no cakewalk, but shit, it's a whole lot easier to me than to stay in that energy. So, I love y'all. Happy holidays.